Hi, I'm Geoff Hall with the Westford Historical Society. I'm on the second floor of the museum, and when you come into the second floor, there's this display case that has the display of the Lake Shore Theater. The Lake Shore Theater came about in the 1930s. The research, the Lake Shore players presented the enchanting comedy Candlelight, and all the other research. A lot of this was done by Jim Van Beaver. But I want to talk about this, the mural that you see here, the 4x8 mural. This is a picture of the original Nab Country Club. But the history prior to that, the building was built in 1919 by George Moore for his daughter. During the 1930s, after Moore had sold off much of his property, this was built, it was part of the little theater movement. And there was an article in the Boston Globe in 1934 that talked about the little theater movement and this facility in Nabnasa. This building here on the first floor was, there were pool tables and a bowling alley, and the second floor is where the actual theater was. And that theater housed close to 1,000 people. So what a beautiful mural. How did the Westford Historical Society come about getting this mural? Well, on the first floor, as I said, of that building, there were murals, according to that article, painted by a local artist, and they kind of disappeared. I was out playing golf with a friend of mine, Paul McMahon, class of 1964, and he told me about a picture of the original Nab Country Club that was in Terry Rashadi's basement. Terry was a classmate of Paul's in class of 1964. Well, Terry still lived in town. Her married name was McGrath. And so I visited Terry and I asked her, I said, Paul McMillan, she says, that's in my mother's basement. I said, well, do you mind she says, you people are welcome to it if you want to get out and get it. So my friend Richard McLaughlin, also a very active volunteer at the Historical Society, set up a time to get down into the basement and retrieve this mural. And it took us about 2 hours. We had to move bookshelves and I don't know, it just seemed everything was in the way of it. But we pulled it up, brought it upstairs, and brought it over to Richie's house. Richie at that point cleaned it up, spent a lot of time cleaning it up and placing a frame around it, and it now stands as part of this display here at the Westford Historical Society. So if you're here on the second floor, you might want to come up and take a look at it. You also might want to stop and say, geez, I wonder what's in my attic or in my basement that might be of value to the Historical Society as well. By the way, you won't see this building here anymore because it burnt in 1977 and was replaced by the present Nab Country Club that's here today.